China is not only a center for new technology, but it is also quickly becoming the world leader in electric and hybrid cars. More than half of the new cars sold in China today are either electric or hybrid. When you think about how gasoline-powered cars have ruled car-standard countries for the last 100 years, that's a big deal. China's move into electric vehicles is not only amazing, it changes the game. If things keep going this way, the rest of the world will follow suit in the next few decades, changing the way cars are made. But what's really driving this electric change, and why is China so far ahead of the game? Are you too curious to know? Stay with us till the end to find the answers, so here we begin. The first one is CATL, which stands for Contemporary Amperex Technology Co. Limited. Even though CATL is not a well-known brand name yet, it's a key player in China's electric car boom. If you think of CATL as the engine of many electric cars, you're about right. They make the batteries that power these cars. EV batteries are like motors for regular cars, and CATL is quickly becoming the world leader in making EV batteries. They have deals with big car companies like Tesla and BMW, as well as Chinese companies like NIO and XPeng. It's true, CATL makes almost 35% of the world's EV batteries. There is a good chance that CATL made the battery in your electric car today, and they're not going to slow down anytime soon. The most interesting thing about CATL is that they are working to make electric cars easier to get and more useful. It's still a work in progress for many companies to figure out how to make batteries last longer and charge faster. Their new Shining Plus battery, for example, gives a range of over 1,000 kilometers on a single charge. And the best part is, after only 10 minutes of charging, it has a range of 600 kilometers, which is about 375 miles. It's just like being able to pull up to a charging station, get a coffee, and then drive off with a full charge that lets you go across the country? That's what CATL wants to happen, and it won't be long now. CATL is not just working on making electric cars faster and better though, they're also thinking about how to get them for less money. The price is the main thing stopping most people from buying an electric car right now. EVs are more expensive than regular cars because batteries are pricey. Not yet though. CATL is working on new battery types, like sodium-ion batteries that might be easier and less expensive to make than the lithium-ion batteries that most EVs use now. That means that electric cars will be cheaper for everyone. Making EVs more accessible to most people is the best way to speed up their adoption. China has a lot of companies that are making electric cars cool, stylish, and fun to drive. CATL may make the batteries, but there are many more. Let's look at the 007 Zurg. It's sleek, fast, and has all the toys you could want in a modern car. It looks like it came straight out of a James Bond movie. It's a high-end electric car that shows you don't have to give up style to be environmentally friendly. And then there is the Volkswagen Veyan Pro. For decades, Volkswagen cars have been known for being stable and well-made. But the Veyan Pro is a whole different story. It's a full-on electric car that's giving Tesla a run for its money. People always think of Tesla when they think of electric cars, right? Now that cars like the Veyan Pro are on the market, that might not be the case for long. It has all the current tech and eco-friendliness that people want in a car today, along with the dependability that Volkswagen is known for. But the luxury and car markets are not the only ones getting new looks. People in China can buy electric SUVs, trucks, and even vans. You can do a lot of different things. There is actually a huge new showroom in Chengdu called CATL Ning Space that shows off more than 100 types of electric cars from more than 50 different brands. You can walk into a building and see every type of electric car you can think of, from SUVs that are good for families to fast sports cars. It's like the cars of the future all in one place. The best part? There are more than 30 pros there to help you choose the best EV. They will explain everything you need to know about electricity, batteries, range, speed, and even how different cars handle different weather. It's like having your own electric car consultant. When we talk about weather, cold places have been one of the biggest problems for electric cars. Anybody who has tried to start a regular car in cold weather knows how hard it can be. But electric cars have their own problems. Batteries don't work as well when it's cold outside, which can greatly reduce a car's range. But CATL is working on ways to make that better. Their new batteries are designed to work better in extreme temperatures, meaning no more worrying about your car dying in the middle of a snowstorm. They're also looking into other types of batteries, such as sodium-ion batteries. Not only might these be less expensive to make, they might also work better in harsh circumstances. Sodium is also easier to find than lithium, which means it might be a better choice in the long run. It's exciting, and it shows that the electric car business isn't just about going green, it's also about making things better and more efficient for everyone. It's also interesting to see how electric cars are becoming better as well as greener. Let us look at the Avatar 1 and 2. The CATL batteries in Huawei's operating system power these electric cars, and that is the same Huawei that makes phones. Yes. These cars are packed with so much tech that they're basically computers on wheels. Everything is interactive, smart, and built to make driving as smooth and fun as possible. It's like driving a car from the future today. Now, you might be thinking, what's this going to cost me? The good news is that electric cars in China are not nearly as expensive as you might think. One example of a price is the Volkswagen Vision Pro, which costs about 237,000 RMB or $32,000. That's pretty competitive, especially when you compare it to the cost of electric cars in North America. Another option that won't break the bank is the MG4 EV, which costs only 139,000 RMB or about $19,000. China is lowering the cost of electric cars, which makes it easier for people to switch. This is very important if you want EVs to become popular all over the world. Cars like the BMW i3 eDrive 35L are at the high end of the market. It only takes 6.8 seconds for the sleek sedan to go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, which is pretty fast for an eco-friendly car. Next is the Volvo EM90, which is a fancy family car that feels more like a private jet on the inside. This car has leather seats, big screens, and plenty of space so you can stretch out in comfort. It makes you want to take the long way home. There is the G-Tour, a tough electric SUV that can handle both city streets and the roughest terrains for people who love going off-road. It's proof that electric cars are not just for urbanites anymore, they are for explorers too, and the technology is now capable of handling all kinds of driving experiences. Maybe fast charging is what will really change things though. Some companies like CATL are working on ways to make it possible to change your battery in just a few minutes. It's possible to stop at a gas station, swap out your battery, and be back on the road in less time than it takes to fill up your tank. Long road trips and electric cars might be possible with this kind of technology, since the cars wouldn't have to wait hours to charge. Besides that, they're also making electric ships, planes, and cars. When it comes to electric technology, the sky's the limit. One of the coolest things I learned is that electric cars are not really a new idea. The first electric vehicle was built in the 1800s, long before gasoline cars took over the roads. It's funny to think that electric cars were pretty common more than 100 years ago. We have come full circle. Back then, the technology wasn't quite there, but now, we live in a time when electric cars are not only possible but also better than ever. The electric car boom in China is already having an effect on other parts of the world. So, what do you think of EV's future? Share with us in the comment section below. If you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.